Bonjour, mon ami. Hi, how you doing, guys? Stiggy here at the Guitar Loft, and welcome to a momentous video. Yeah, it's the last part of our wiring on the project guitar. Last video I showed you how to hook up your push-pull pots for your coil taps, and this time we're going to go into something that's now fitted on some of the newer Stratocasters. So most people know on a guitar with a 5-way switch or 3 pickups that you've got basically, 5 positions. You got your bridge your middle, you got middle, then you got middle and neck, and then so on and so forth. But there is actually a way of getting some more positions, which I will show you now, and it's just as easy as one piece of wire and a switch, and that's it. And that basically gives you either all 3 pickups on at the same time, or it gives you neck and bridge, just with one switch, depending on which position you're in. And that's it. So let's get down to it, and I'll show you which terminals to do. Okay? Let's do it. Okay, guys and girlies, here we go. So the astute ones amongst you will actually notice that I have actually changed this switch. Yeah, I was bitten too. The switch didn't actually work, or it had a major crackle on the mid position terminal here. I think it was a bit loose, so I'll put a new one in. But anyway, I'll cover that in another video or something like that. It's quite self-explanatory. So like I said, 5-way switch basically works like a 5-way switch does. You've got one terminal that takes for your neck, then you've got your middle, and then you've obviously got your bridge pickup that comes in here. That gives you a split option of the 5 terminals. Now, here is your neck pickup, and here is your bridge, right here, which is the one we've done all the work on with the piezo going in as well. If you jump with a piece of wire from here to here, with a switch in between, when you are in either the neck position or the neck or the bridge position, when the switch is activated, or when the switch is turned on, you will also get you'll get neck and you'll get bridge. If you go to the position where you basically have your mid pickup and your bridge pickup, or your mid pickup and your neck pickup, and the switch is turned on, you will get all 3 pickups, if that makes sense. So it basically gives you an extra 2 settings. When you've got all 3 together, it sounds a bit fuzzy, it's about out of phase, it's quite nice with a bit of distortion and stuff like that. If you have obviously your bridge pickup and your neck pickup, it sounds a bit Telecaster-ish, it's a bit jingy and a bit jangy, and it's quite nice, to be fair. But it gives you a whole new region to play with. Also the fact that you've got your switching in there for your piezo bridge as well, which you can mould in there too. So you can come up with a whole new sound just by a couple of switches, and that was the aim of this video. And like I said, it cost about £30 or maybe $45 or something like that for some of the bits. I know I've changed some of the pickups, and it's not very common, man. Unless you've got a little bit more of a budget. You don't have to change these pickups. If you want to put a humbucker in, then you can do. Okay? But basically what we're going to do is we're going to jump this cable, this terminal here, with this terminal here, and we're going to put it into the other push-pull pot here. I showed you in the other video that it's the top 2 terminals on either side. It doesn't really matter to do this. So you're going to go one wire out there into one side of the terminals, and then you're going to go from the other wire with another terminal into the other terminal over here, and that's it. And basically all you're doing is just bridging them. So let's do that now. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're in. You can see this little piece of wire here goes off into my switch, exactly the same as I showed you. Top 2 terminals on either side, it doesn't really matter. I'm just cleaning up a little bit here now. It pays to be neat and tidy. A couple of people have emailed me asking why I don't really show soldering techniques and soldering on here. because it takes up too much time in the video, and I'd rather give you some more information and handy tips. B, you know, it's really difficult to get it in shot, really. And C is me, really. You know, it's quite embarrassing, really, but I have a slight nerve disorder in my right hand, and it makes me shake a little bit every now and again. You know, I can get a bit of this. It doesn't affect me playing, or it doesn't affect me job, like, but it can be quite embarrassing at times, and especially if you're halfway through a video and, you know, you mess up because your hand starts shaking and stuff. So, you know, plus the fact, you guys, you big boys and girls, you know, you know, when I say terminal to terminal and stuff like that, then you basically know what you're doing. And like I said, anything I will try and make up with, you know, the diagrams and stuff that you'll have there all the time. So yeah, so we've got a wire. You know, I've used the same RCA cable. You know, very common, man, very cheap, very affordable. You know, you can use wax coated if you've got a little bit more money. It's entirely up to you. Just a bit of tidying up to do now. So we've got here, I've just used the RCA cable. Like I said, it's 2-core wire, shielded 2-core wire, so it's perfect for guitar kind of work, and it's nice and neat. It means that you don't have to have so many wires. It does look like there's a lot of wires, but there's an awful lot more wiring in here than a normal guitar. So yeah, so we've jumped these two. Okay, it comes across and it goes obviously into the switch here, and that's it. That is literally it, you know. That's the wiring pretty much done. I'm going to tidy up a little bit. You can spend as much time tidying up as you want to do. Before I finish this video, obviously the only little bit that's left to do is to put the earth cable on, but I won't be doing that until last. I prefer a nice big fat earth going through the guitar. Big earth, less hum. That's the way it works, and especially with all the extra wiring that we've done in here. So yeah, before the end of the video I will demonstrate some of the actual switching stuff, and there we go. Like I said, I'm just using a small file here just to clean up some of the edges and stuff, and trying to talk to you while I'm at it, really. And that's it, you know. So the switch is in, it's all doing what it needs to do. I might change it a little bit, you know, depending on whether you want it up or down with the switch positions and stuff, but that's entirely up to you. You know, I'll put a diagram on there. If you've got any problems, hit me up, hit subscribe, and ask me some questions, you know, if you have a problem. You know, I'm always welcome. I've met some really nice people and stuff since I started the Guitar Loft. Well, the Guitar Loft on the Guitar Loft on YouTube. Anyway, I've had some nice guys. You know, so awesome, man. Really cool. Hit me up for subscribe, put some comments in, you know, say hello, I'm a nice guy. Okay, just to finish the video off, guys, so I've only temporarily put the scratch plate back on, but this is basically what your wiring is going to do. So with your switches completely off or in the upright position, what we've got, obviously we're in normal Strat mode, single coil. Okay. Now, obviously, if we push that down, which is the one that we did for the coil, the humbucker, we're in fat mode, baby, fat mode. So anyway, we'll put that back on there. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you all the positions. 5-way switch all the way across. The bit that we want to know is this: if we activate the switch that we put on for the jumper, you'll see this. We're in the bridge position here, but now obviously your neck pickup works too. If you move on to the next position, you get all three, and it works actually in reverse as well. But you see, it gives you an extra 2 positions when that switch is activated. Now, obviously, the other bit that we actually wired in was the piezo bridge, didn't we? And that was attached to this. So here we go. Let's see if I can remember just about how to do this. So we're in. That's just your piezo bridge working on its own. Alright. You should have middle position, which should be both. Yeah. And humbucker on its own. So there you go. How many positions have you got there? You've got 3 on its own there, plus the other 7 as opposed to your normal 5. So that's what all your wiring's been about, guys. I will put some actual diagrams on, but tune in for the next bit, and it's basically most of the electrics are done now. So look after yourselves, guys.